What's up, my brother Kai? Suspicious guys. See you, my sister. Okay, so we're gonna do a UFO story. You ready, guys? Oh, the suspicious guys, here we go. My brother. Oh, the suspicious guys. Here we go. Eles saem aqui às 6h30? Não. Sim. Okay, guys. Raymond and Norma, good morning. Hope you're doing well. Okay, let's see another one. Oh. How am I gonna do this? Good morning, my brother and sister. Okay, I just found out what am I gonna do. What about like that? No, not like that. Not too bad like that, guys. I can read you. I can see you. Okay, so we're gonna do another case of UFOs, and this case is from the United States, and being quite relevant to the drone issues that's been happening on New Jersey and in America. You're gonna see the same effects, guys. Which is a UFO saucer with effects over the radio in the cars. So the name of the witness and the place where this happened weren't certified by the people of the Commission of Condon that we will talk on chapter 10. They considered this case as authentic. The history happened as a worker from the Immigration Services of America. He was driving at about 5 o'clock in the afternoon north of a city when he noticed an object was scintillating, was kind of shining, and so he stopped. This object was in a position of slight obliquous, and the testimony, the witness, was able to notice that it was circular, and on top it had a little dome. The UFO was at about 3 meters from the ground, and it was oscillating. When it was going up a valley, and it went up at about 30 meters of height. After that, the device went in the direction of a little reservoir of water, and afterwards it went to the mountain. At this moment, the UFO was really close to the ground, at about half a meter from the ground, and 100 meters from the witness. It disappears suddenly with a noise of a whistle. Charlie, good morning, sister. Roger, brother, good morning. Okay, this is the music for my brother, Super Dave. Okay, the observation lasted about 5 minutes, and during this time, the radio from the car stopped working. The report of Condon could not explain this case. Okay, so next case, it's from a province in Belgium called Namur. Okay, so our sister Dagmar, she's from Belgium. She probably heard of this. Uh, it's called Aish and Rifail, province of Namur, Belgium. 24th of January 1974. Landing with electromagnetic effects over a car. Okay, so this is the name of the case. Okay, so a lady was driving her Volkswagen Coccinelle on a secondary road that connects Perwez and Liernu, east of Gambleu, through the fields, when suddenly she discovered a red insolid shape close to the ground on the left side of the road at about 150 meters in front of her. But her attention went mainly on the behavior of the car. The car was starting to shrivel. It was losing strength when she wanted to accelerate. The first thing that occurred to her was that it was lacking petrol, which usually didn't happen. The velocity continued to reduce and the radio was losing intensity. Until then, it stopped completely. At the end, the car stopped with the motor turning off. The lady didn't want to go out, but because of the presence of the UFO, so she preferred the protection of her car. The UFO was at about 10 meters distance, and it was a saucer with a solid shape, and it was how can I say it? It was like basu. I don't know how to say this word. So you couldn't see very easily inside. Hello, Le Survivant. Thank you for joining us. Please leave a comment and I'll subscribe back. Le Survivant. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Please connect, everybody. The inferior part was larger and it was white with dark black circles. The medium part was yellow and finally the top was red. It had 1 meter diameter and a height of about half a meter. Suddenly, conserving the horizontal position, the object elevated at a distance of 50 centimeters and it came back down, but quicker than the distance that it had gone up. Then it touched the ground again This maneuver repeated 2 minutes later. For the third time, the device went up slowly at 3 meters or 4 from the ground, and then it dislocated horizontally in the direction of the car. After a few seconds, the object reappeared on the left at an altitude of about 10 meters. Then it distanced rapidly, touching the tops of the trees that were at about 270 meters of distance. Then the car restarted the motor. The witness had a few symptoms after this sighting. She was a bit prostrated and she had nightmares. Otherwise, she didn't have any other secondary effect. After the month of April, the motor started to work a bit bad. Until July, the witness didn't care very much. But at this date, she went to the mechanic and noticed that the system of distribution was unbalanced and it was necessary to substitute the Delco. The mechanic affirmed to the witness that never he had this damage on a VW 1300. Maybe there was no connection between this damage and the happening on the 24th of January, but either way, it should be mentioned. Face, my brother, what's up? What's up? Good to see you. Big hugs. Please connect, everybody. Okay, so the next case was from the north of France, 10th of September of 1954. Two small stature humanoids. This was in Quarouble, north of France. Okay, so guys, the north of France is very known for these. The Basque country is very known for UFO and aliens. At 10 o'clock and a half, Mr. Marius, then with 34 years old, heard his dog howling in a terrible manner. He came out thinking that it was a smuggler because he lived in the frontier of Belgium that was close, in the oh my god, I cannot remember, the separation between a country. He found that over the railways near his house there was a dark mass that he thought for firstly that it was a car. His attention was attracted by the sound of steps near a bush that he has on his garden. He turned on his lantern and discovered two small humanoids with a huge head. When he turns the light over their face, one of them receives a sort of reflection of glass or metal. The witness says that he has that impression, a nitty impression, that it was the oh, I think he means that it looks like a metal tube, one of those metal tubes of the chimney. The beings have less than 1 meter of height, with broader shoulders. The legs are proportional to their stature, but the witness didn't notice if they had arms. Oh my god. Mr. De Wilde wanted to barrage their passage to try and catch one of these creatures. But when it got at about 2 meters from them, a very extremely powerful light, like a flash of magnesium, came out from an object and it blinded the witness. He wanted to scream because he felt paralyzed. It would be the paralysis of psychologic nature? Question mark. It's possible. GG, brother! Yep, very cold. Very fresh. But it's sunny. Good to see you, my brother. Big hugs. Here, brother, it's clean sky, 13 degrees Celsius. So it's quite fresh, brother. It's possible that he was completely lost in fear. Meanwhile, the little beings went quickly to their device. When the light extinguished, Mr. De Wilde recovered his strength, but then the device was balancing slightly, very similar to a helicopter. A very thick black vapor came from the underneath of the UFO that emitted a quick whistle. It went vertical at about 30 meters height, and afterwards, without changing its height, it went it distanced itself west in the direction of Anzin. Okay, so this came from a French book, 1963. The next case is Boyanai, 20, Papuasia, 27th of June 1959. Contact, friendly contact with humanoids. What up, my brother Gigi? Next music, it's for you. Okay, so on the 26th of June, Reverend William Gill, Anglican missionary, he came out just after dinner to catch some air. He saw a white light at northeast. He thought at first it was a planet Venus. After a few minutes, he noticed that it was something much shinier than Venus, and that the device was moving rapidly in his direction. Reverend Gill called the professor, and soon there was 30 people looking at the sky. Oh, sorry guys. Okay, the phone is back. Wonderful. Wally, good morning. Waffle Daves, good afternoon, brother. Hope it's oh, you have some snow there, Dave, as well. Oh, snow, it's there, Wally. Good to see you, brother. Gigi, it's really cold, brother. Oh, damn it! How am I gonna put this now? Oh, there we go. OCST, good to have you, brother and sister. Big hugs. Okay, so let me see where we were. Okay, where we are. Okay, so there were 30 people looking at this device. Afterwards, the witnesses noticed nitidly that it was a flying saucer, orange color, with about 12 to 15 meters of diameter. So this is a bigger one, guys. So this is a bigger one. The UFO was at about 100 meters of distance from them. On the base of the device, there were 4 scores, and the top was formed by a dome at about 3 meters height. On the dome, there was a sort of a bridge on which there were 4 beings. Brother Waffles. Okay, so there was a dome with about 3 meters height. There was a bridge with 4 beings with human appearance. From time to time, one of the creatures would bend to manipulate something over the bridge. Every 30 seconds, a fine luminous ray and bluish would shine for about 5 seconds, like it was a signal in the direction of the sky, where other UFOs evolved. After it approximated very close to the ground, at a point that the witnesses admitted that it was gonna land, the device distanced itself. On the next day, at night, on the 27th of June, it came back and the people reunited again. It produced there and then an incidence with importance, and we should note the Reverend Gill and the primary professor Stephen Moy remembered that suddenly When they raised both their arms, the humanoids, one of them first, after both, responded with the same gesture. During several minutes, there was therefore an exchange of friendly signals between terrestrials and presumably through a light beam in which the UFO seemed to respond, oscillating until it distanced itself again. It still came back on the next day, and there were other observations on the region. Crazy, guys, right? So apparently these signals, they are quite common to be happening. Okay, so this next case is from Belgium as well, and it's from Warneton. Probably I already did this case because I remember this name, but let's see how it goes. Okay, so 7th of January and 6th of June of 1974. So they came on January and on June. 1974, humanoids in Belgium. On the 7th of January 74, a driver, French, coming from Comines, was almost arriving at Warneton at about 8:30 when suddenly the lights of his AMI 6 extinguished themselves. Immediately after, the motor stopped with some noises. The radio as well stopped working. When he was preparing to go out of the car to check the origin of the problem of the motor, the witness found out that on a field 150 meters at his right there was an object that he thought it was one of those feeding the horses ply of it's like corn, they put it like in one of those big round I don't know how you call them. So he thought it was one of those, but then he noticed that he was in the presence of unknown object with it was the size of about 10 meters width and a height of 2.5 meters to 3 meters, and it was landed over 3 landing gear, 3, how'd you call it, 3 metal sort of landing gear. And it had a dome on top with luminous zones with changeable colors. He noticed then the existence of 2 silhouettes on the field. Two silhouettes on the field at about 30 meters from his car. As normal, the first reflex of the witness was that is classic on these cases. To accept a simple interpretation, the owner of the farm and his son as the beings that were coming close at a slow and rigid pace. He noticed then, by mistake, the smaller being had a helmet, a round helmet with a visor in front, and the bigger one, 1.2 meters to 1.3 meters, with a cubic helmet, which front part was totally transparent. The faces were identical in a form of an inverted pear. The eyes were round and dark, small nose, and a small mouth, like a breech. With a color silvery gray colorish. They were dressing of a gray metallic, and it looked like it was a one piece only. Both had very large arms, but the taller had a more developed shoulders and trunk. They stopped at about 4 meters from the car. And a little bit afterwards, the witness felt a shock at the time on the back of his head, followed by a very sharp and modulated noise with a crescent intensity that it looked very important detail, not to be perceived by the ear. Okay, it looked like it was perceived by the brain but not the ear. Thirdly, similar to the smaller one, it remained close. The third being was close to the UFO. Okay, so I've seen this case. This case is the case of Warneton in Belgium. You can watch it on YouTube, okay? And I've also done this case on the other book. After an undetermined time of mutual observation, the approximation of a second car made the being turn around. W- in a very perfectly synchronized manner. Both humanoids came back to the UFO at a rapid pace. The humid grass could not slow them down. Meanwhile, the sound was disappearing. The tripod of the device was retracted and the UFO went up 50 centimeters, and after a few seconds of being immobile, it moved in an obliquous way. The other driver of the car was a Belgian. He stopped next to the first. He also had seen the humanoids, and his motor produced some noises. The lights of the main witness were working, started working again, and he was able to start his car again, even though the radio still wasn't in good manners. The mechanic later on would consider the the damage very curious, and he also asked the witness if he didn't stop next to a electric station. 6 months later, on the 6th of June 74, on the same place at the same time, the witness came back to see the two humanoids immobile next to the driveway, like they were asking for a ride. The radio again became stopped working, and the motor went to manifest the same noises. The witness stopped next to the two beings, apparently the same ones that he had witnessed in January. He felt the same shock on the back of his head and the same modulated sound that finished after 2 or 3 minutes, and the humanoids disappeared suddenly without the witness having to even move. Some seconds later, the noise came back, and the emission of the radio came back. No UFO in sight, and the sincerity of the witness looks like very truthful. It doesn't look like any publicity, and it doesn't wish his name known to the inquirers to be posted, and he doesn't want to go along with the story. Very interesting, guys. What do you think? Okay, guys, so I'm gonna get some coffee now. And I'll be back in a few seconds, and we're gonna start. What proof do we have on the existence of UFOs? This is a Bible quotation. You have seen many things, and you didn't give them attention. You had your ears open, but you didn't listen. Isaiah XLII 20. Chapter 2nd, guys. Oh my god, oh, I'm ruining the book. Wait a minute, guys, I'll be back in a... Oh, actually, you can come with me. Eyes wide open in the night, journey into strange delights. Ghostly voices sing along to a never-ending song. We are one with what we see, touching on the mystery. Feel the chill of what's unknown. In this world we're not alone. Blessings come from darkest skies, opening our hearts and eyes. Daniel? Okay, so guys, I've been having coffee. I'm a bit afraid that my belly will start. It was gonna be my New Year resolution to don't have coffee. But you know, I'm having coffee with milk, so I think it's a little bit better. What do you think? But I do love my coffee, guys. Keeps me awake. So I have a little bit of milk with the coffee.
Ghostly voices sing along.
I think I have to mull my coffee as well today.
We are one with what we see.
Actually, look what I'm gonna have with my coffee, guys.
Feel the chill of what's
Huh?
unknown.
What do you think?
In this world we're not alone.
Oh yeah, guys.
Blessings come from darkest skies.
Oh, wait a second, I have to clean this.
Opening our hearts and eyes.
Let's see if it's working, guys. Oh yeah. Beautiful. Oh, beautiful. I think I should have put the coffee first. Oh my god, the water is freezing. Coffee, coffee. Let's go, guys. Are you ready for some John P. coffee? Oh no, I have to mull my coffee first. And I have to clean this as well.
Ancient signs, whispers float in moon's embrace. Mysteries we dare to face. Paranormal blessings here, guiding us through shadows clear. Eyes wide open in the night, journey into strange delight.
Oh, oh.
Echoes of forgotten lands, energy from unseen hands. Each step takes us closer still.
Italian coffee, linea espresso.
Paranormal blessings here, guiding us through shadows clear. Eyes wide open in the night, journey into strange delight.
Oh.
Ghostly voices sing along to a
Look at this, guys.
never-ending
Oh my
song.
god,
We are
amazing.
one with
Look at
what
that.
we see,
Huh?
touching realms of
Look at that.
mystery.
Beautiful! Beautiful! Hey now, my brother! Oh my god, what happened here? Oh, damn it. Oh, 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 oh. Oh. Okay, so Gigi, this is my coffee mower. This is coffee. This is chantilly with some milk. Wow, brother. Oh my god, OSST. We need to talk, brother. Wow. Oh my god. Thank you, Gigi. I didn't see that. To love. Wow, man, crazy cigar. Wow. with beings inside. That's freaking crazy, man. Oh my god. Oh, look at this. Jeez, look, my god. Look, guys. Beautiful. You know, you can use this mower for other things, guys. Wow, man. Look, I would love to talk with you. And if you have any, any drawings or anything, or, just tell us, some of those stories. My gosh, that's basically what I like to do. Okay, let's go. I'm not sure if I should have mowed it a little bit better. Because okay, there's something wrong here and I know what it is. Ah, there it goes. Beautiful. Okay, it's inside. I can store the rest of the coffee. Wow. Yeah, the red spheres usually I think they are like they have the cameras. They are like the little drones, that they come to see if everything is good. The cigar shaped ones usually are the motherships. They the little ones come from those. Look at this, guys. Beautiful. Oh, Joa, good morning, sister. Wonderful hike, sister. Oh, come on. Oh, beautiful. Look at that. Oh, it's pouring. Adrian, good morning. Good afternoon, brother. We're gonna go back to the stories. Let me just put sugar. Actually, I don't think we need sugar, guys. It has the... Oh my god, guys. Beautiful. Hmm? Oh my god. Oh my god. Mmm. Cappuccino, guys. Beautiful. Mmm. Beautiful. It's a Chinese cup. It's imitating Chinese. ready for the next chapter? I have to go and get my kids in 1 hour and a half. Oh, beautiful. Good morning, USA. Good afternoon, Europe. Beautiful. Oh, nice Grinch. Okay, just wait a second, guys. Let's go, guys. Oh my god, this is beautiful. Oh, this coffee is really a blessing, guys. Oh, still rolling good. Fire's still going good. Awesome. Okay, so we're talking about proof, okay? Thank you everybody for connecting. John P loves you. Okay, so the proof. What is a proof? A proof is a universal way. Wally brother. It's a universal way convincing, which means that it doesn't leave any doubts. A reality of a fact or the truth of a proposition. This definition won't imply that there aren't existing proof of the existence of the phenomenon. UFO. Since the humanity is far from accepting unanimously, question mark, the situation is not as simple as it seems, because men do not use on a permanent way their reason, even those that say they are the most rational. To be convinced by a proof, it is required at least to take knowledge of its existence. Therefore, the proposition talking about the UFOs, some don't even accept, and they don't want to lose their time in something that may not exist. This um, this means not only the disastrous effect for the diffusion of existing proof, but also to the number of potential proof. In truth, the best way to not find proof is to not look for them. It looks to us very probable that the proof, the actual proof, could be much more numerous and impressive if on recovering this proof there wouldn't be not only the interest to what we presently honor of independent investigators, of private groups that have most times they lack the necessary means to capture this evidence. Before we go to an examination of the elements at our disposition, we should precise that the photos are not means of proof. Hundreds of cliches, even though some are brief sequences of movies, represent UFOs. Some are fakes, gross fakes, other are perfected uh, fakes, and some are good guarantees of authenticity. The absence of faking is difficultly demonstrable, and it's very rare, in truth, that the negative could be adulterated. There are therefore usually the objects photographed are fake. There was a case of a plate of soup recovered with some repainted with some metallic paint, and another one that faked that basically they faked a lot of people. They real fake, uh, and during several years, until the day that the witness revealed their trick, he had painted the discs on the window of his room. The photographs should therefore be considered as illustrations that complete the oral description and permit to make utile comparisons and not as proof. Okay, so the photos, they have to be presented with the story, guys. Another aspect we should talk is that none of the observations of UFOs, as best comproved and rich in effects of secondary effects or leftover signs that should could constitute in itself a proof. Um, in the presence of an isolated case, a skeptic person could always legitimately uh, say that it's a natural phenomenon observed in perfect, exceptional conditions, or of a mystification mounted by extremely competent people um, having a lot of material resources, which what usually destroys the conviction is the repetitiveness insolent to the thousands of these rare circumstances and these frauds, these costly frauds and uh, very diabolically made. So they get some weird words for people that try to fake stuff, guys. There is still a lot, remember. The proofs available are essentially of two types. On one side, we would call them correlations, and on the other side, we call them physical evidence, physical leftover evidence. Yep. Do you remember OCST? Do you remember anything? They didn't drop anything, right? Those are rare, guys. But you know, the physics of their propulsion system, there should there could be something related to that. Remember, guys, they have availability to the technology. Yeah, they were observing. Wow, brother. Damn, that would really creep me off, man. Really creep me off. Okay, so first one, let's talk about the correlations. Correlations are proof that are born in the addition of two or several elements that isolated cannot be considered absolutely um, approved, approved. Let's remember two types of correlations talked about in the first chapter that already constitute starts of a proof. Conjunct evidence by radar, sometimes simultaneously on land and on board of an airplane. At an unarmed view sight, the reaction of animals of all species, dog that owl desperately, horses and cattle that become agitated, birds that stop singing, etc. What calls the attention of the man before he sees the UFO. Okay, guys, I need to get the charger for the phone. Oh, suspicious guys. Okay, guys, let's see if I can put the phone. Here we go. Oh, oh, into the unknown. Okay, sorry. Okay, so guys, I have to put this like that. Okay, much better. Beautiful. The proof is mainly given by the confrontation of observations made in all parts of the world in conditions that permit many times exclude radically that there have been contacts between witnesses. When a Venezuelan truck driver and a French miner or an Australian Aborigines describe in a precise manner identical scenes containing numerous weird details, not to say incredible or impossible. There is many reasons so that we interrogate ourselves, so that we convince ourselves that decidedly there is something that goes over effabulation. Okay, I don't know what this means, but something fishy is going on, guys, okay? Wow, brother. Yes, they do love to be close to the nukes and stuff. They do not like that, right? Some people will say that human imagination is a endless pit of richness, imagination, and that many times underestimated. It is true that we recognize that not only the extraordinary character, fabulous, miraculous even, of some descriptions, that permits to say that you cannot invent. The important part is that correlation on the abnormalities, even on the form and the behavior of the UFOs, as the aspect and attitude of the UFO knots do not correspond to what the unconscious of humanity, expressed uncircumstanced by the romances of scientific fiction, could predict. Let's see in more detail. The shape of the UFOs. Beautiful, guys. Um, the shape of the UFOs. The disk and the sphere are not forms of terrestrial vehicles. Okay. Um, we our transportation mainly have a plane of longitudinal symmetry, like an airplane, boat, car, locomotive. Therefore, there's many times it's imperfect. Um, the only spherical vehicles are totally ineffectively as the balloons, not dirigible balloons. The most symmetrical is the rocket, with an infinity of planes of symmetry, which is precisely used for spatial journeys. But the UFOs, this format constitute a minority. The conclusion is clear. The forms discoidal and spherical were revealed to man by the phenomenon UFO, even if it himself had thought of them before, without him thinking of them before. The flying discs only started to flourish in fiction, scientific fiction, after 1947. Raymond, my brother, what up, what up? Brown Dwarf, love him. Awesome brother, Brown Dwarf. I was watching his live earlier today, brother. Big hugs, Raymond. Big hugs to Norma. Okay, so the behavior of the UFOs, nothing hasn't prepared the human to imagine such movements as stopping without braking or turning very suddenly in a very small angle. Therefore, they present many times an intelligent character, and the evolutions of the UFOs are for some time erratic, like in a zigzag or in multiple curves, and do not correspond to what it's expected from crafts coming from space. Who invented an observation fictitious would not fill it with so many absurd details, at least in our level. Therefore, these last ones are given by thousands of people all over the world. In, concur- in concurrence to the descriptions of the solid light beams, that also looks, that has a lot of potential proof. Next point, the aspect of the UFO knots. In accordance to our criterion, static criterion. They are always ugly, not to say scary. Hyper upper atrophied head, stature of a dwarf, or the contrary of a giant, pointy ears, fingers many times with claws, and sometimes with only one eye, but they remain mainly as humanoid. These beings, if we're talking about beings, they look simultaneously too much and a little different than us. Let's go back to the subject. People that imagine extraterrestrials confer them with effect with a complete human appearance, and they talk of about humans from space. There are good cases of faith in which there were sightings of beings identical to us. Some of them have green skin or blue. So guys, the blue skin is very reported, guys. Remember the blue avians and the green skin as well. 6 members, um, wings, etc. Like it was the result of a delirious imagination. Such species of monster would be many times, which is not the case. The attitude of the UFO knots. Yep, I agree, Raymond. Some rare exceptions, they avoid contact. This attitude is completely unexpected because in most parts, the people consider that it would be natural that the beings coming from other parts of the cosmos would want to have contact with us. Those that invent, and they exist with no doubts, an observation of humanoids, they would talk immediately with accordance with our psychology of a long conversation. A more detailed study of the correlations between the observations is implied by Claude Poher with the help of a computer on a work which is talked on chapter 1, taken by a big number of characteristics. It verifies that each of them has a notable coherence between a conjunction of 825 worldwide cases and a subgroup of 220 cases from France. Analogous analogy of frequency of the different forms. Sorry, come on. There we go. Oh, I really love this music, guys. This one here. Um, Different forms, dimension, colors, evolution, etc. Okay, so what we observe in France is similar to what's happening all over the world. A UFO phenomenon. It possesses uh, its own characteristic, original and independent of the man that observed them. Okay, so guys, I think I have to put some. Yes, okay, damn it. Sorry guys, I'm just putting the fire here. Okay, sorry guys. I just had to put some fire. Oh, it's still a bit smoky. Oh my gosh. Gate Smasher, my brother! Happy New Year! Big blessing, my brother. Okay, let's see. I may go a little bit forward, guys, because it's statistics. We already know the statistics, guys. Okay, so they're saying that the year where there were more cases was 1954 in France. Precisa de alguma coisa antes? Ah. Como é que eu vou virar para o outro lado? Okay. I'm just turning, guys, to the other side. Oh yes, did the Canadian guy came down? Trudeau? Okay, I think BJ's is gonna be happy. He doesn't like him, I think. Uh, okay, here we go. Okay, so there was also an American group called the APRO. That also established a correlation very important. It correlated the when electricity problems on the American network happened between 1954 and 66, in accordance to the registry and the number of UFO reports during the same period, and they say that the graph is concluding. So I'll show you the graph, guys. Actually, I'll show you here, look. Crazy, right? So they the appearing of the UFOs come with with the increasing network of American electricity. So crazy, right, guys? How they correlate all that stuff. Okay, let's put this music here. This one here. Yep, it's happening, right, brother? Let me just get something. Okay, let's see. Okay, so the frequency of the when the lights came down and the UFOs, they always come up and down like a concert, so they are correlated. Mighty, my brother! Love you, brother. Big hugs. Good morning. Blessed morning, my brother. So it confirms the reality of the electromagnetic effects of the UFOs that we talk on chapter 1. Oh, nice one. Oh, I want to see a photo of you together, brother. Or a video, a little video. I want to see a big hug. Big bear hug, brother. Stay positive, my brother. Big hugs. Gate Smasher, thank you for joining. Okay, so physical leftovers. Physical proof, guys. Sweet brother. Oh, lovely brother. That would be awesome. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm so happy for you, brother and Jimbo. Hope it's good weather. UFOs. Okay, so physical leftovers proof, okay? This is proofs in the nature of deductive. We can call it logic or judiciary proof. Abnormality, magnetic, and stopping of electrical current. No, you're not interrupting my brother. Love you, brother. You're not interrupting, brother. I love to talk with you guys. It's dull to always look at the book. Oh, look, Mighty, they're talking about electrical current damage when they're talking about material proof. As well, the temporary effects and sightings, approximating sightings that sometimes leave leftovers more tangible and that last longer. Okay, we're gonna classify this proof. Impressions on the ground, okay? Impressions on the weeds, on the canes, on the cereals, on the land, something that has been squashed, vegetation is crooked sometimes in a twisted way that sometimes you find they're talking about the how do you call them, guys, those things they do on top of the agriculture, on top of the corn. um, Sometimes there is a circle. They call it this leftover with proof is called um, disc um, disc bird's nest. The ground can be perforated like a heavy mass, localized holes with the knitted edges, just like for someone that has been taking a sample. Signs of sort of landing gear um, when the earth is moved or aspirated to the top. Okay, so now we're gonna talk about burn marks, okay? Okay, brother, see you soon. Have a blessed afternoon and a safe drive. I'm gonna get my kid in about 1 hour, 50 minutes. I'll be going and getting my kids. I wanted to go by car, but my car is not ready yet. Oh my god. Oh my god, my car is not ready. It's getting late, guys. And my friend hasn't talked to me yet. The mechanic. Damn it. So I may have to go a bit earlier to get my kids. I can go by bicycle actually. Burn marks is usually on a vegetation, many times in a circle. Burn marks on the animals. So animals do get burnt. Burn marks in humans. There were people that suffered burn marks when they got too close or they touched a UFO. And we also have the Prato case of Brazil, remember? Which the orbs were sending rays to the people. That was crazy, guys. Those cases are really crazy. And I cannot really explain very much. is there? Okay, so let's go next page. No escape. Okay, left damage or changes on the environment. Radioactivity abnormally, very rare. Magnetization reminiscing from the objects containing iron, parts of the automobile or the airplane, for example. Dryness or toughness of the soil on the place next to landing gear. Calcination of minerals or else dehydration under effect of intense heat. Vegetation. Um, okay, so vegetation dies on a certain area and sterility of the ground, which can prolong for several years. Fusion of minerals or metals, crystallization of amorphous materials, creating sand or some sort of, burn marks with some metals there. Plants cut or taken away from the ground, damage to the paintings or the metallic parts of a car or another UFO, another vehicle, sorry. Okay, now, debris of UFOs, okay, guys? This type of leftovers, less frequent, is potentially the most instructive because there is way to prove in an absolute way the origin extraterrestrial of the UFOs. Okay? The metallic debris to a degree of purity inaccessible for the earthly techniques represents another proof. Okay, so not knowing how to test it, guys, would be another proof. Um, Another more general um, would be by a abnormal proportion of isotopes. With effect, most parts of the simple bodies possess several isotopes, stable isotopes, which proportions are invariable, any of which the chemical combination of that the body makes part, but nothing proves that they are all in the same universe. They say that on the direction of the center of the galaxy, they are slightly different. So you would have to observe all of the suspect debris and use a mass spectrometer. It's very expensive, therefore it's very rare, this equipment, the mass spectrometer. James, my brother, big hugs. Hope you're doing well this morning. Charlie, big hugs, sister. Um, so to notice this deviation of the mass spectrometer. So it's not everybody has access to this machine, guys. So basically, if you don't have a machine that can analyze it, nobody does really have access to it, you know? Understand, guys? Only, like university, and remember, people who work on them really have, the decisions on all of those things. Okay, so a type of residue less, not as rare, is we call it the angel hair, which is observed, guys. Where is it observed? In Fatima, they were observed. So we do know that. OCST, have you seen anything close to angel hair? That could be a way to find out a little bit more. These angel hair were observed in Oloron and Gaillac in France. This filamentous substance could never be analyzed, they say, given its extreme volatile characteristic. The analysis that they talk on UFO literature refer to the fact that these virgin strands or philandras produced by spiders, migratory spiders, and that sorry, and that uh, these strands do not sublime themselves. I don't know what that means, guys. Woo Rider, what's up, my brother? Thank you for joining. Okay, where are we? Okay. Maybe it's possible to conserve for a long time these angels' hairs if the witness has the presence of spirit and the possibility of putting them in an hermetically closed recipient. Finally, we should call the attention of the reader to the inanity of the pretensions of certain authors, which mean they would have been found unknown materials that would resist to all analysis. It is an information of biggest fantasy. The periodic table of the elements is today complete. They say the um, the spectral studies of the stars shows that the universe is constituted by the same matter. Even an eventual celestial stable body with an atomic mass superior to the more heavy artificial elements of very brief life obtained until now, and that our science do not exclude the existence, that could at least be identified by the mass spectrometer. Wow, guys, these books, they're very smart. My brain starts to hurt. You too, brother, Woo Rider, brother. Have a wonderful morning. Okay, so now we're gonna go through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cases of examples of proof left by the UFOs, okay? I'm just gonna get some drink and I'll be back, guys. Oh my god. Stupid me. I try to get things done. I don't get done. Actually, I can vacuum clean this afterwards, no worries. It's so warm here, guys. Wonderful. 1 minute. Just put some music. Oh, this book is worse than the other one, guys. Look at it. It's disintegrating. Guys. Guys, having a good morning, guys? Oh, one phone is going down. The reason all along. Okay, that's not too bad for now. Oh my god, guys. Oh, it's cold. right here, guys. Wow, what are you talking, brother? What is that? Okay, so this first case is in 19th of January 1966. The saucer bird's nest. So he was driving to work on his tractor, Mr. George. He planted banana trees. He heard a whistle coming from a close by a swamp close by, okay? It was then that he saw elevating vertically a UFO 25 meters in front of him. Bluish gray, 8 to 10 meters of length with a height of 3 meters. When it got to 20 meters of altitude, the device oscillated and disappeared on the direction of southeast in a few seconds. On the place where the device had liftoff, they found during the day a circle of 9 meters of diameter with the marked edges. On its interior, the canes were tumbled to the ground. On the on the same spot as the watch clock goes around, so clockwise. The canes were tumbled clockwise. They seem to have been squashed by a mass, heavy, but at the same time, the roots had been ripped off the ground like they were aspirated from deep from the water. Around, everything was intact. There was no leftover on the vegetation. No device had touched the ground, therefore, someone exclaimed, "This looks like a nest." And there it was born the expression, saucer nest. On the next day, several nests were discovered nearby. Some had a diameter of 2.5 meters. Okay, so guys, we're gonna do a last one because I'm gonna have to go. This one is north of France, 10th of September 1954. Witness leftovers and calcination. Okay, so here we're talking about the first chapter, to the observation of two humanoids made by Mr. Marius D. Wild. The triple inquiry done on the next days by the police, aerial police, by the other police, and another agency, they were able to find out some enigmatic leftovers. Three wood um, poles of the train station would have 5 incisions, knitted incisions made on them, disposed symmetrically, which revealed a very strong pressure. An engineer of the railway estimated 3 tons of the weight of the object that was responsible for these incisions. Therefore, the stones of the baluster had become friable on the where it landed, like it was calcinated at high temperature. Crazy, right, guys? Either way, let's put one last music. Let's see which one I'm gonna put. Okay, I like this one more. This one here.
Gorilla from Flora, strumming so fine. 6 strings blazing under shining sunshine. His chords make waves, they ripple the sand. Timbling his friends with each bold stand. Brother Gigi's mission
Thank you
is
for
crystal
joining, my
clear.
friends.
Guitar echoes love, no room for fear.
I'm gonna
Moonlight
get my kids
dances
now.
on his fret so bright.
They can
Every note
go
a
on in
promise
25
under the
minutes.
starry night.
I'm gonna prepare myself, get dressed because I'm gonna go on bicycle, and then we're gonna walk home. Let's see how it goes, guys. The next case is gonna be interesting, guys. Let me show you the book. This is the book. We're still in the beginning, guys. Big hugs, OCST. I'll message you on Messenger. I would really like to have you someday, and we can talk a little bit of your experience and your families. I know that our brother Josh, when he's been going to the woods, and there have been those strange orbs in the sky, and he does know to keep away from them, you know? Roger, OCST, Jims, Raymond, love you guys. Big hugs. Thank you for joining. Gates, Derek, big hugs, my people. Mighty, love you, brother. Charlie, big hugs, sister. Gates, Smasher, Roger, big hugs, brothers. Big hugs to Susie B, my awesome sister. Much blessings, sister. Have a wonderful week. Joa, awesome, awesome sister. Big hugs. Hope your hike is going well this morning and you have a wonderful lunch. Joa, awesome sister. Gigi, my brother. Big hugs. Thank you for joining us. You know I love you, my brother. Big hugs to Jimbo. Adrian, thank you for joining us as well. Big hugs, my awesome brother from England. Wally, big hugs, brother.
Love you very much, Wally brother. Dave's awesome brother. Dave's Waffle House. Stay blessed, my brother. Thank you very much for joining us again. Have a wonderful year. I'll see you later. Face the Ace. Awesome brother. Love you. Les Survivant. Thank you for joining. Big hugs. I'll look for you and I'll add you, brother. Norma and Raymond. Kai, awesome brother. Big hugs, big prayers. Bud Files, love you, sister. And Charlie, big hugs again. Love you, brother Raymond. See you soon, okay? John B loves you. See you soon, my people. One last one. Okay, one last one, but I don't have all of them here. Okay, let's put this one. This one is good. Let us know if you guys go live so I can join you later. The sun is setting now. And I'm gonna go to get my kids on this freezing cold. I may walk, guys. I'll walk. And then I'll do a little video when I go and get my car later on. Who can see Mount Shasta? Thank you for joining us, CST brother. Really enjoyed your input today. Look at my strawberries down there. And down here, they're going all here. And I think those are onions still going. Stay blessed, my people. John P loves you. Good afternoon.